Hopefully it's up. Yes, it is up. And it is from Politico. It just apparently surfaced that there was a minibus that has come out of government talks out of Congress. So let's go ahead and reveal this and why it triggered me a little bit so much. So it says the package unveiled on Sunday, which is today, would fund the operations of Congress and congressional support agencies, the Department of Agriculture and the FDA, and programs and benefits for veterans, as well as Defense Department construction projects for the 2026 fiscal year. Passed on its own, the so-called minibus package would not reopen all federal programs or deliver on Democrats' demand for an extension of expiring health insurance subsidies. But top lawmakers see it as a significant demonstration of bipartisan compromise that could help break the shutdown impasse after nearly 6 weeks of partisan sparring. Yeah, this is a problem for me. This is a big problem for me because I just want to know if Democrats stood on business 10 toes down in regards to their fight for health care, right? If they stood 10 toes down in regards to their fight for health care, why are we now backtracking? What was the point of fighting for Americans' healthcare prices not to rise from the beginning? What was the point of getting in the mud and getting dirty in the first place if you were going to fold and not get any part of what you're fighting for? I'm confused. I'm a little bit bamboozled. And it makes me not, again, think that Democrats have a backbone when it comes to these soulless Republicans who have downright said, we don't care about feeding children in America. We don't care about providing funding for Americans to eat so they don't starve. We don't care about, hey, your healthcare prices are going to rise. Find a way. Afford it. They don't care. And now Democrats in this minibus that is apparently passing are not getting any of their demands met. So what was the point of stalling this government shutdown? It comes and makes the Democrats look so effing horrible. If they were able to pass a resolution, if they were able to pass this minibus where Democrats and their fight, their positions don't get met, it makes the Democrats and Democratic leaderships in the House and Congress look so effing horrible and weak. For 6 weeks, you guys have been fighting it's the Republican shutdown. You guys have been fighting that we're not going to give up when it comes to healthcare prices rising for Americans. You guys are fighting that SNAP benefits need to be reinstalled and doled out from our federal government. And yet, if you were not ready to stand 10 toes down on that and fight to the very end, what was the point in fighting for it in the beginning? Because now you have SNAP benefits not going out in the month of November, and it's November 8th or 9th. It's November 9th. What was the point if you're not getting what you asked for that is defending American citizens? So on the flip side, if we really take a look at this, though, when we look at Democrats cowering and bending to Republicans, it makes them look so bad come the 2026 midterms. And running current Democrats who support Democratic leadership will 100% look the other way to an independent or a Republican, because now you are fighting for American health care and you lost. Why would we allow you to fight for our health care, for our livelihoods, for our children, for our agriculture and food to be put on tables ever again? Being in this most extreme predicament and a hot pot of where Democrats really had the upper hand, and yet they're going to cower. They're going to cower in this moment for what? For what? I'm confused. So it's just frustrating to see Democratic leadership allegedly fold in this government shutdown. Now, yes, do I want people to be fed? Absolutely. But if you're going to get in the mud, make sure you get in the mud until the last bit and you get what you asked for when it comes to the soulless Republicans who've clearly stated and manipulate or tries to manipulate the public in thinking it's a Democrat shutdown. Because now if you cower, if the Democrats cower, if Schumer cowers, if Jeffries cowers, it makes it look like, hey, they cowered. They were the ones that were holding this shutdown up. It was not the Republicans. So all in all, if Democrats came in fighting and they come out losing, it is going to end bad for them come the 2026 midterms because Americans and voters will not forget this. It is the longest government shutdown. It is a shutdown that not only affected now healthcare prices coming in the next year, but also affected food availability for children and women when it comes to our benefits that the federal government provides. Voters will not forget that. So, talking about a blue wave come November 5th with New York and Mamdani, come New Jersey and Virginia and California, such successful hope and a blue wave, if Democrats cower in this government shutdown and do not achieve what they set out to achieve since the beginning, since they stepped in the mud with these soulless Republicans, if they do not achieve the healthcare subsidies, that way healthcare does not rise, if they do not achieve the fact that SNAP benefits have to be doled out by the federal government and distributed, if they do not achieve these goals, it will make them look so damn weak. And I can guarantee you, everyone thinks the Democratic Party is weak as it is. But to sit here and fight for Americans and lose, why would American voters ever vote you in again?